Hi there, BookTube. I'm here today with an announcement video, and that is to announce the 7th year of Faulkner in August. So this is Faulkner in August 2025. Faulkner in August was started by Brian of Bookish and Alan of Big Hard Books and Classics, and it's an annual opportunity to read a work by William Faulkner with a friendly, supportive, interesting group of other booktubers. Now, why might we want to read William Faulkner? Let's ask ourselves that. He's known as one of the American greats, isn't he? And however you feel about, dead white male authors, there has to be a certain interest in someone who's, has Faulkner's kind of reputation. Won the Nobel Prize for Literature, 2 Pulitzers, 2 American National Book Awards, got a lot of recognition, I suppose, for the quality of his work. He was born in 1897. He died in 1962. Both of those in Mississippi. He spent a lot of his life in Mississippi. He did live elsewhere in the States, but at times, but he's very closely associated with the American South. He's the great chronicler of the American South, with all its glories and flaws, and he's quite honest about both, I think. Most of his work is set in a fictional county in Mississippi, Yoknapatawpha County, and that's true of this year's book, Go Down Moses, of which more later. Faulkner was a complex man, possibly not always likeable, I don't know. He's also a complex writer and an interesting writer. He's often seen as difficult. I suppose all the more reason to, if you're going to read him, to read in a group situation where you can share ideas and thoughts and ask questions and get a helping hand if you need it, or share your enthusiasm if that's how you feel about Faulkner. His books. I mean, I was not I'd read one Faulkner before I started participating in Faulkner in August. And what I have found from, the 7 years of participating is that his works are extraordinarily memorable. Some of them really sear themselves into your mind, images from them, characters. Sometimes they're funny, sometimes they're tragic, sometimes often they're quite melodramatic. His characters can at times be almost grotesque. But I've never been bored when I was reading a Faulkner novel or a Faulkner short story, because that's another thing to say, which is he's known for both his novels and his short stories, and is a real kind of master of both forms, which brings me to this year's book, because Go Down Moses, which was published in 1942, can either be seen as a collection of short stories or as a novel. It's got connected stories of varying lengths, 7 of them, which start in the mid-19th century and go up to 1940, but have sort of one character that sort of connects them all. So, but I guess one of the questions we'll explore in the group is it a novel? Is it short stories? What do we think? Does it matter? Do we enjoy it? That's what matters most. There are a bunch of hosts for Faulkner in August now. In fact, what I would say is the distinction is a bit blurred with Faulkner in August between hosts and participants. Come join in, and by the time you've participated for a year, you'll find yourself considered a host the year after. That's how it works. It's quite an informal group. It's on Voxer. If you don't know Voxer, it's free to download. There is a pro version you can pay for, but the free version is fine for our purposes. You can leave text or voice messages. You can run it on a phone or a tablet or a laptop or a PC, or any and all of those. It's relatively anonymous. You don't have to share your own phone number to join it. So it's ideal for this sort of thing. And I'll list some of the booktubers who are sort of regularly involved, and I think are involved this year in in the description below. But more importantly, I will give my Voxer identity so that you can message me on Voxer and ask to be added to the Voxer group. The lovely thing about the FaulknerInAugust Voxer group is that it's a mix. It's quite informal, and it's a mix of people who might be new to that year's book. I'm certainly new to this one, Go Down Moses. Could be new to Faulkner altogether, or could be steeped in Faulkner lore and real Faulkner enthusiasts, or enthusiasts for Southern Gothic, say, which this is an example of. So wherever you stand, you'll get something out of the group and find yourself getting a warm welcome. So do consider joining us and reading Go Down Moses.